I am Jeff Gregory, and this is I Am an American. People have been knowing me for many years on Facebook, and my family, they know that several years back I said three things that were dangerous to the United States of America. There's more than three, but at that point there was three things that we have to really get control of. One is our illegal immigration and the terrorists and the criminals, and even just anyone who's here illegally. We must straighten it out, even if we have to close the borders. Back then I said for 5 years until we get this mess straightened out. Well, I know the ICE, and I appreciate them. They're working as hard as they can, going all over the country, and they're doing a great job. Well, we have to get that under control. The other thing I said was our unconstitutional judges would be helping trying to destroy this country and ignore the Constitution. And it behooves me how there's no pushback real hard on these judges who don't follow the Constitution and who are supporting the radicalism of all this terrorists and people who hate America. It just disturbs me. But that has to get under control. We can't keep putting Band-Aids on things and thinking that the short-term solution is going to last forever. It's not. The communists, what they do is they wait things out, and then they continue again. And if you do not exterminate them, as far as them having access to our political system into the United States. The other thing I said, the third thing is the invasion of Islam. It's a terrorist organization. It's not a religion. It's something the devil created to fight Christianity. And when they're in their mosque, they're nothing. The mosque is nothing but a terrorist cell. And they put them all over the United States, trying to colonize the United States, so they'd have terrorist cells all over the place, and many of them even in Texas. So the United States has to get a hold of this and not be scared to make sure they are known as what they are, as terrorists. Even in their mosque, they teach, and even the children, to hate and murder what they call infidels, Christians or Americans, and they're teaching them in our own country, and that has to be stopped. And they should be arrested for doing that, because they are trying to destroy our country, and they admit it. And once they admit it, they should be arrested. The people who marching up and down these streets, you see them carrying the Palestinian flags. I support Hamas. Well, they're sitting there saying they support the enemy of the United States. And you can protest, but you cannot protest to overthrow the United States government. And to allow them to keep doing what they're doing, it's just not American. We need to make sure that we are fighting for the people of America, not short-term solution. And I see where Senator Kennedy has brought up that to be elected in office, you must be born in the United States. And I hope that means all offices, not just Congress. But that's still a short-term solution, because if you don't get rid of the people that's already here illegally, they start having children, then their children born in the United States. So they're going to teach them to hate and kill and murder and help destroy the United States. And the other thing I want to get across, and I've talked about it before, but I need to push this real hard. We need to get our government, Secretary of War, the President, to look into Japan starting to patrol the Pacific more. Let them build up their Navy. Let them help us out against China. And like I said, make it where they are going to participate and they have to buy their ships from the United States. But as I said, if you know history, one thing China is scared of and fears and hates is the Japanese government. It's the Japanese people. It's Japan. Let them get in there and start patrolling, and you'll see the Chinese. They'll rattle their sabers, but you'll see fear. So let's talk to our congressmen and our representatives and tell them also that the people that's in the military who fought not to take the shot and are still being denied promotions, that they need to ensure that these people who have served and are promoted, and that they will honor what they said they were going to do. Stop this woke policy. Stop this unconstitutional push to make people do something to hurt themselves. And once they stand up against it and prove that the COVID shot was not what they tried to say it was, that it was actually dangerous to people, we need to make sure that we don't punish these people. I am Jeff Gregory, and this is I Am an American.